Well, let's back up then. Let's start then. If we're going to go into Suzy Lu, let's because there's so much to unpack here. We actually have to organize it a bit, and I feel like starting with your crimes is probably not the best place to start. We should start with what the topic is, then how you committed an offense so serious that YouTube would take severe action against you.
Yes.
And then what you did on the way out of it. So Suzy Lu, to be honest, I knew the name because it's such a catchy name. You kind of don't forget a name that flows and rhymes in a Dr. Seuss kind of way, do you? So I knew of Suzy Lu, but I didn't really know what her content was like. And I didn't know a lot about what had happened with her channel in the past. So who is Suzy Lu? And why was Suzy Lu on your radar, on anybody's commentary radar?
Okay, so let me pull up the Suzy Lu script and read it word for word here. Yeah, not today. Time for the too long didn't watch version. Yeah, so Suzy Lu's been on the commentary radar for quite a while, since 2019, where she struck down a creator using a clip of her video in a fair use manner. And I say fair use confirmed manner because at this point it's so blatantly fair use that no court would even, think any way other than, this video is just, it's a fair use. If the creator was Mark After Dark, he's a gaming channel, and he used a clip of Suzy Lu's gaming video in his video, 23 seconds of it. And he heavily transformed the clip. It was used for a joke, for a parody, and he got taken down by Suzy Lu a year after the video's initial release. So after this, it kind of spiraled the whole thing about Suzy Lu silencing people using the copyright system. We've seen situations like that in the past with different figures using the copyright system to try and silence criticism, and she was accused of doing that. Tipster, a drama channel, got one video removed, an interview with the lawyer about fair use and about the video got taken down for harassment back in 2019. And it was very interesting because that video didn't constitute harassment. And I've seen the original video, and there's nothing in there that's harassment. And I believe he re-uploaded the video, and he if you don't upload the exact same video, YouTube just lets it through, and that video is up to this day, and he didn't even remove anything from there. So very interesting takedown there. Anyway, she was accused of flagging videos in order to get them taken down. So criticism videos, flagging them when they didn't violate community guidelines and getting those videos removed. And
is that when she started to claim that she knew somebody at YouTube who she could complain to and have action taken?
Yes. So she heavily implied in one of her response videos that she had, I'll try to remember the exact word. She's been talking to many different people at YouTube this week, and they are aware of the situation, and at this point the channels have been flagged, and basically they're just looking into it at this point. That was pretty much the quote. So she's heavily implying she's some people at YouTube that she can contact to get videos flagged and removed. That was in one of her response videos back then, but she was accused of that, and then she showed her flag history on stream on Augie RFC on his stream, showed her flag history and showed she had flagged similar videos that were criticism videos. So not Tips' one, but similar ones. And there was, we could still see in the screenshot, the scroll bar hadn't quite gone to the bottom. So there were more videos still in the flag history that were not able to be seen through that screenshot. So I think we can pretty much conclude at this point, she did do it. And she confirmed just recently on Twitter, in a very weird Twitter exchange, that she did in fact flag the video. So our suspicions were justified back then. So basically back then, 2019, it was a matter of Suzy Lu uses a copyright system to silence criticism of her, so a copyright abuser and a false flagger, false flagging people to try and get criticism removed. That was her title back then in 2019. But then
that is chapter one. It's
chapter one.
That's the opening. This is like, I don't know how many movies are in this series, but that is just the first introductory Suzy Lu film.
Yeah. So there were a few videos that came out back then. They didn't really do that much in terms of, bringing her to justice in any way. But I think Nicholas Joria made a video, and that video got like 70,000 at the time. Maybe now it's risen up a bit because of the recent drama. But I don't know. I know Nick made a video. I know there were a few smaller channels, but no larger channels really caught on to the story because I think it lacked a lot of substance. I didn't really take much interest in it back then because it was really a smaller story in terms of, the bigger stuff that was going on at the time. There wasn't really much there, I felt, to make an entertaining video. But then in sort of late 2019, she started to transition her content from gaming to reactions, namely anime reactions. So she would react to popular animes like Naruto or My Hero Academia or Demon Slayer, and she would react to these popular animes almost in full, cutting very little out of the anime. I think like you'd be hard-pressed to find maybe 5 minutes that she's cut out. And she would react to the anime showing minimal reactions, showing the full anime visible in the corner. So basically a violation of the company's copyright, in clear violation pretty much, because she's pretty much reacting to the full episode with no commentary. And that was, she got a lot of flack for that. But then companies started to take notice, and they started to think, oh, well, she's using our content in a way we don't approve of. This is our content. And because she's reacting to the full episode, we have the rights to this and we can take it down. So TV Tokyo, that owns the rights to Naruto, they struck her channel down with a mass amount of DMCA takedowns, and her channel was suspended for copyright infringement, and it was later restored by YouTube. And there's large speculation there, pretty much confirmed by Suzy in her response video, was that YouTube broke safe harbor law in order to reinstate her channel. So there was a lot of controversy that was going on around that time about, her channel getting taken down and restored. And that was pretty much what put her on my radar in terms of sort of the modern, in terms of like the newfound videos on her. It's very much her taking other people's content, and then having her channel removed and reinstated against what is US law. So there was a lot that happened before in chapter 1, and then chapter 2 was this whole situation. It was anime stealing hours. That was pretty much where it all escalated into the situation we have now. And there were a lot of sort of smaller things that happened. And then just one more thing I want to touch on, probably chapter 3, was that she had been exposed for uploading uncut anime reactions to her Patreon. So,
that's right. Yeah.
Yes. So I'm not sure if obviously Create Unknown has a Patreon, but yeah, you're not really allowed to upload full animes onto Patreon for people to pay for. That's generally not how it works. You can't do that because that's a violation of copyright. But she was reacting to the full anime visible in the corner. On her YouTube video, she had to turn down the opacity on the video so it wouldn't get picked up by YouTube's copyright bot. But on Patreon, you don't have that. So she just reacted to the full episode with the anime visible at full opacity in the corner. No cuts, no pauses, just the full thing.
And I want to be clear about what's happening in these videos, because when all of this renewed again, and you and some other people we know started talking about Suzy Lu again, when the copyright on reaction videos, when that situation really started to heat up again, I hadn't seen one in a long time. I just had some time to kill. I'm like, I'll pop some of these on, see what's up. Well, look. Here's what happens in these reaction videos. Suzy is in about 2/3 of the screen. It's her face. And then in the bottom corner, I'd say probably the bottom 25% of the screen. Is that fair?
Yeah.
Is a window that streams the anime that she's watching. And the whole video is really just Suzy's face as she watches the TV show. That's really all I saw. And it sounds like, oh, Reaction Channel is going to be commentary over the show. It's going to be pausing with some analysis. It's going to be this very dynamic experience. That isn't what was happening in these videos. It was somebody watching the show, occasionally lifting their eyebrows when something was happening in the show, laugh here and there, a couple little comments, but really no analysis, nothing.
No.
It wasn't like Mystery Science Theater where you've got the riff tracks over top of a funny movie, No, it really was just somebody watching a show, and that show was pretty easily visible, even with the opacity turned down.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not a whole lot different from in the 90s when people would take a video recorder into a movie theater and videotape a movie and then sell the bootleg on the street. And you can hear them laughing and see them shaking as they watch the movie and have natural reactions, but it's not like they're transforming the content in any meaningful way. Yeah. And I really want everybody listening to this to understand that that's what we're dealing with. It's not just a group of people like John and others saying, well, Suzy isn't a dynamic content creator. It's kind of lazy to react to something. No. That's not their argument at all. Is it appropriate to flat out stream content that somebody else owns? In this case, outfits like TV Tokyo. Is that right?
Yeah, TV Tokyo.
Yeah, outfits like TV Tokyo, who own that content and presumably are trying to get by and make a living streaming it legitimately on other platforms. So it's a pretty dicey thing. I mean, you'd think that I was maybe going about it the wrong way if I had a YouTube channel where I just streamed Netflix movies all day. You may not really pay for Netflix if you could just pop up my channel. You'd have to put up with my dumb reactions and my face. But so what? You get to watch the thing.